Hey, Scott from MyGrowthRings.com here.
Oh, and Seth from WoodWishes.com.
Together, along with you, the three of us for Mark Woodman's Breakfast Club. Golly, long time no see, and good morning, boy.
Good morning, Homer. Yeah, it's been a day or two.
So, what's the point? What's happening?
Well, we are coming to you first to wish you a happy Thanksgiving. It is Thanksgiving morning as we film this. Two, to let you know that Tobacco Advent is happening this year. Lots of people have been commenting with questions about, hey, did you guys just disappear? A little bit. But if you recall at the beginning of the year, we had so much extra tobacco from last year that we decided, just as hectic as our schedules were, that we were going to use that tobacco for Tobacco Advent this year. So at this point, we're not taking any new tobaccos this year. Sorry for that, for those of you that have wanted to send something in.
But thank you for those of you who sent it in last year when we gave our kind of panic warning as we were getting to the end. By the way, to the cornaments from last year, as typical, will be going out here soon, and we'll be sending out the ones for this year. As you're trying something fresh.
Yeah.
And keep in mind, the folks that sent us tobacco last year that we said that we would use this year, they get a cornament from last year and this year.
Okay. All right.
And
Also, double thank yous.
You've got 3D printed ornaments.
So many of them.
And so we'll have those sent out as well.
Bunch of those, and we're going to make ones for this year for those tobaccos we're using this year. So our plan at this point is to film all of the Tobacco Advent. You know, the one downside, we love doing Tobacco Advent, love spending the time with the community, but the biggest downside is our wives don't love that we're away in the midst of December craziness. So we're going to try to get it all done before then, which is why if you send tobacco, we're not going to be able to use it, because hopefully all of the videos will be done and recorded.
Should they still send tobacco?
No.
Oh, okay.
Don't send tobacco. That's why don't send tobacco. No.
So what you're saying is, if they send tobacco,
I mean, we'll
send it to my
sometime.
place.
Yeah, that's right.
So,
Send it
hey,
to woodwishes.com.
So since we've been gone a while, let's that message is over. We'll see you December 1st. If you want to stick around, though, let's talk a little bit about what we have been up to.
Sure.
What's been going on with you, boy? I'm gonna light something up.
No, I'm not gonna.
Something generic?
No, because we're not gonna talk that long. I mean, you can. Yeah, no, normal life stuff. So for me, just been, I don't know, been busy, real busy at work. Been busy with family. My kids are doing great. They're involved in extracurriculars. They're involved in homeschooling cohorts. My wife is still homeschooling, and so this year it's his fault. So he should have gone first, really. But we hit some craziness early in the year that just kind of pulled us away from doing regular Mark Woodman's Breakfast Club videos. And I think both of us felt at the time and throughout the course of the year, there was a little bit of a sigh of relief because it had, with everything else going on, had become a little burdensome, truly. And so allowing ourselves to step away for a time was healthy.
When we were last doing weekly videos, we were meeting on my back porch. It was in the height of the pandemic. Even some of that time we were doing virtually through Zoom. Some cases we had guests with us, which was pretty cool.
We were usually doing them weekly, filming them weekly, and in the past we had done batch recordings.
Yeah, and it did get really hard. Now, yes, we have sold our home, moved into an apartment about 6 months ago, and as of last week have got an offer accepted on a house, and so we'll be closing mid-December and moving out of the apartment into a house again. So that'll also probably give us a place we can record. Let's record here.
Yeah.
It just depends upon what's happened.
So a lot of that was, packing up, moving out, looking for homes, being displaced was kind of the spark that pulled us away from being able to record regularly. And life as it does kind of fills in the gaps, and so both have been keeping busy with various projects, including Wood Wishes.
It's like how in a shop where all horizontal surfaces attract stuff.
That's right. That's right.
Yeah. So to his point about Wood Wishes, I stopped putting out videos on Aristocob, on the Aristocob channel, because Jandy was as busy as she could possibly be shipping orders without promoting. And every time I do a video, it seems to remind people, oh yeah, I meant to order a pipe. Thank you for your business. We love your business. As of, I think, 2 days ago, Jandy has put Aristocob.com on vacation because we're getting ready to leave on an extended vacation. And that'll come back at the first of the year. But, you know, for fear of generating activity, I've not done any videos there. However, I have been putting out about 2 videos a week on the My Growth Rings channel, which is woodworking, and specifically woodworking for owners of Shopsmith Power Tools, company I used to work for, but whose tools I use regularly. And I did put out a video on wood wishes.
Nice. Of course you did.
On the
how
wood
could,
wishes
how could you
channel.
not?
But that's where I've been keeping myself busy. That and work. Work's been kicking back in full steam. So that's great. Hope you're doing well. Hope you made it through the pandemic. I mean, we're not fully through, but I think the height of it, the unknown part of it, I think is behind us now. We lost some family. We lost some friends. So for sure, if you don't think it's real, it's real. I'm fully vaccinated. How about yourself?
Yeah, except for the booster. I haven't had the booster shot.
Okay, so well, they say
At this
that
point, fully vaccinated
Yeah,
is
that's right.
with a
With-
booster, but you know, so but that only just became available. So you have the booster?
No, I have not.
So you're not fully
I've
vaccinated?
not been boosted. No, I'm not. I'm not.
False flag.
No, I don't need the booster. I don't need the booster yet. But I travel for work, and so it's the appropriate thing for me to do, and also with some elderly family and friends, you know, do it for them too.
Yeah, well, and I don't know about you, but you know, we've had a couple of coworkers come down. One got really sick, but thankfully recovered fully, and so we have not had COVID moving throughout the office, but we have had it hit our office, and you know, we're a small company, so we're not, you know, isolating and wearing masks all the time. Most of us aren't, and so you know, being in close proximity, it's got to be mindful.
By the way, a nod to the people who have chosen not to have the vaccine. I did it because I wanted to do it. No one has coerced me into it, and I'm one of those guys that when you tell me I have to do something, I push back real hard. So, you know, I get it if you've chosen not to do it. But like I said, it's real. I do have friends, though, who are fully vaccinated who have also caught it. And the great news is it was like a flu. But they all commented, 4 of them commented how it's like a really bad flu. But they weren't hospitalized. They didn't have any of those major issues like some folks have major issues.
Yeah, so you know, on that point, I think the singular most forgotten thing about the vaccine is it was never, ever intended to be a preventative, keep you from getting it situation. That's not how vaccines work. That's not how flu shots work, right? Your flu shot, if you get it every year, some people do, some people don't, but it is designed to make the symptoms less terrible when you get sick. And so I think everybody that has been vaccinated should expect to catch it at some point in time. But when they do, the likelihood of them going to the hospital and dying from it is greatly
Well,
diminished.
I'll admit I did have that period of time where I thought I was invincible.
Right.
I'd had the shots, and I'm like, this is great. I'm getting back. I'm not wearing my mask. I'm getting back on the road.
Yeah.
And by the way, the 4 people I know who were fully vaccinated who got it, they got it at a meeting I was attending. So that was a little bit of a shot across the bow, because you know I could just as easily have been among them. So
Yeah, well, and also with testing and all of that stuff, you may have had it and may have just been asymptomatic. It's all. It's interesting how throughout the course of time, our memory about what is and isn't applicable and real has changed, and so it's. You know, early days, there was a lot of talk about, well, you could have it and not know it and be transmitting it to other people. We kind of have forgotten that point that, well, as long as I'm not sick, I don't have it. Well, you could, and you could still be.
yeah, March of
All of that.
2020, my wife Jandy and I, we were in Asheville at a bit of a convention, and everybody there was laughing and talking about how, oh yeah, this thing is going to wipe us all out, right? And immediately following that, the people that were with us from Seattle came down with it. Now, did they have it and spread it, or did they get it when they got home?
That's right.
What I do know is my wife was really, really sick during that event. She ended up staying in the hotel room for several days. Could she have had it? Yeah, she could have.
Could you have had it and been patient zero? Yeah,
She could have been.
you could have been.
Yeah. Right there.
Well, it's great to see everyone for the first time in a year and spend half of our time here together talking about this terrible thing. So, on to better things. We have a lot of Tobacco Advent to film today, but we hope that you have enjoyed a delicious meal with family. By the time you're seeing this, we are excited to be back with you and look forward to the next month as we lead up to the count up to Christmas. Right?
That's it. All right, make it a great day. See you on the 1st.
See ya.